Jai Balaji. As many of you know that most of our conversations happen along with many absolutely amazing individuals whom I personally know. I don't meet the people, I don't talk with people, I don't interact with people whom I have not personally journeyed with, be it the current DGP of Telangana, Mr. Jitendra Ji, be it various other DGPs, be it various other CEOs whom you see in my forums. The last I was mentioning about Gopal Krishna ji, who co-founded the Infosys. These are a set of nice intellectuals whom I love meeting, traveling, and many other people to name this absolutely amazing journey. But there's one absolutely amazing blend of religion, spirituality, and science, whom I have absolutely enjoyed meeting and met more like a spiritual companion than the Pradhan Archaka of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. I mean, we had many journeys and these drives in the forest, the reason one. How are you, sir? Jai Balaji. As a scientist, what's your take, sir, when we have driven in this mountains? I experienced a very vibrant journey there. I mean, it was filled with energy, it was filled with a different kind of a vibe, and it was more to do with metaphysical realm, which you mentioned. And probably after that, you smiled at me, and I also smiled at you, which we could not describe. I want to take you back to that moment, and if we can begin our conversation from there. Are there more mystical beings and mystical experiences that remain open for a devotee who comes to Tirumala?
Jai Balaji. Yes, Tirumala, the hill shrine, is a very mysterious place. Though in comparison, our temple is very small compared to the huge temples of Rameshwaram and Madurai or Kanchivaram. But spiritually and metaphysically, there is the strongest energy field here, very mysterious. But to experience that mystic element, the temple, you have to tune yourself, tune your mind, body and soul to that wavelength. Otherwise, it is just physical. When you talk about tuning, instead of your physical desires, worldly pleasures, and all the basic instincts, to come above the normal human beings, and then get into a meditative mood to experience these mystical things happening around you. Whenever I am in the temple, I can feel very strong pull towards the sanctum sanctorum, and how many hours I spend inside the sanctum sanctorum, I don't feel like coming out, leave the God. And at the same time, my body also experiences that there is no hunger, no thirst, and no desire to urinate as long as I am in the sanctum in the service of the Lord. So, as a scientist, these are all very mysterious things, very things which cannot be explained by science, at least by the science and technology we know today. But always I feel blessed, and wherever I am, I feel myself in the company of the God. He is there to guide me, to protect me, to take me by hand, and to decide my activities, what I talk, whom do I talk. And things happening around me is also influenced by the divine, I believe, to be with me always.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, sir, because that day, exactly, we both were in the same wavelength and we were not speaking about anything materially that day. I remember that very, very clearly. And I don't know, did we enter a wormhole that day and came back? And what was that? But it was completely something that even I can't describe. And as you rightly said, you also cannot put it across in words. But yes, if anybody wants to, experience that, they have to be, about this materialistic desires and be in a state of sthita pragya. Is that exactly what would be the right word?
Sthita prajna. Sthita prajna is something different.
Mm-hmm.
Sthita prajna is a person who is not influenced by success or by failure.
Okay.
Remains calm in both the situations. He is
Okay.
called Sthita prajna.
Okay. So
And it
this.
is very difficult to achieve that stage. And yes, everybody should try to reach that stage so that all our difficulties are over, all our worries are over, all our tensions are over, and our efficiency increases in handling our life when you become a sthita prajna.
I agree with you, sir. And someone as your spiritual companion and someone who loves you a lot, and we share some absolutely amazing respect and love for each other. As many times as we have met, sir, it's always been in the ambience of love and grace of Lord Balaji. I have mentioned this to you before also. There's one misconstruction what people have about your statements related to the hundi, which I have said that even I meet you when we meet many times also. I have said this to you that I continue putting my money into hundi because Lord has given me so much, and like me, anybody who puts money into the hundi only puts it simply because Lord fulfills their desire. So probably your statement was misunderstood by a lot of people, I feel. I would be very, very happy if you can, through this medium, tell people that they can put money in the hundi.
See, that statement here in my speech because of my pain that the God is not getting what is due to him. In spite of so much of income, he was not being treated well. As the master who employed us to do certain work and who has provided us with food, with houses, with luxuries, whatever you name it, you are given by him. But we are not taking the proper care of him. Because Agam Shastra says the upacharas, the sevas, what we do to the Lord, are important to keep that spiritual energy burning there. And only when that spiritual energy is active there, the devotees will get the blessings of the Lord and their desires are fulfilled. But when the rituals are edited, abridged, or totally removed, it is a sin we are doing to our own parents who have provided us with food and shelter, and life. So with that agony only, I gave the statement. I myself put money into the hundi whenever I go to the temple. That is in gratitude to what He has given us. And at the same time, when you climb up a few steps and from there you look at the scenario, God is omnipresent. So in any temple, God is God. So when instead of giving your contribution to a already rich person, when you give it to a poor person who is struggling to get food or shelter, or to get the essential ingredients to perform puja in a poor temple, it is more meaningful. So that in that meaning only I gave that statement. You can come to the temple, you can put money into the hundi, but at the same time, please think of poorer temples, poorer priests, who are really in want of life, in want of food, shelter, the God in want of ritual, to bless the devotees, the few devotees who are temple. So please contribute to poorer temples also underline.
So very nice. I'm very happy that you have finally said, sir, that people can put money in the hundi, which is something I've been asking you to say for a very long time. No, that was my personal desire too. And this is very, very loving, and I'm sure Lord Balaji loves what you have said just now. Jai Balaji. One thing, sir, many DGPs, I'll not name them, I interact very regularly. They shared with me that, Karthik, you go to Tirumala, you're putting money into hundi, see, this scam has happened, that has happened. So I've often told them that, sir, I put money into the hundi simply because my desires are fulfilled. I mean, he's Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. You tell me which person on the world will tell, I will give you 100, you give me only 10, and you take 90. Even he has to be the most Karunamai of the entire Brahmanda to make such a offering. And it is his desire, whom he wants that money to go. Whether he wants it to go to X person, Y person, to be used in X activity, Y activity. Probably, that energies will feel that way, which is very that way, so.
The role of the devotee ends with offering of money or whatever into the hundi.
Good.
As a matter of gratitude.
Good.
Showing his gratitude towards God for what he has done to him. We don't know what the God has done to him. Every devotee on the hills right now, about 60,000 devotees. We can get 60,000 stories about their interaction with God. So, but the devotee has fulfilled his promise, has put the money into the hundi, but the utilization of the funds is human error. So, the human error, maybe they have not realized it as the greatest sin, but things have come.
Namaskaram andi. Ramana Dikshitulu. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు మార్నింగ్ ఇచ్చి మీ పేరు అనుకుంటున్నా మీరు అనిపించారు.
Thank you.
Says a small interruption has come. Maybe God has sent that interruption, sir. Why? Because probably wanted me to say this. That when we consider Lord as a very higher force of intelligence, obviously he is going to, decide what will happen in the temple. So if he decides that it should happen in this specific way, it will happen in that specific way. So probably once the money is put into the hundi, sir, I think nobody should ever intervene, with how it is being used. I feel probably it's something as a devotee. I feel you might disagree, of course, as we have disagreed many times. But it was very interesting, sir. It was absolutely amazing to hear your thoughts. And something very strong in me says that Lord Balaji is definitely going to, invite you into this wonderful activities which you are involved with the temple, because now,
Sir, if
you are with a very
permit, can we
higher
take
force
one
of
picture?
intelligence. Of course, we are having a conversation.
It is God's will. It is God's will because He is the master. He can select His employees, He can select His servants and give specific duties to His specific servants. Then He may terminate, or He can continue, or He can give a promotion. Whatever He can do, He is the master.
Very true.
He is the master of the universe. So, I am just waiting for the orders of my master to continue. Though I am not interested in any promotion or in any raise of pay, but I want to be in His service till my last breath. And I want to have His darshan, do His seva, do the rituals till my last day, and then rest in peace at His lotus feet. That's what all I desire in my life now, in the dusk of my life. So I am sure my boss will grant my request,
Of course.
and we will see whatever is going to happen, it will happen.
No, now it's going to happen, because now that he knows that your little young spiritual companion has come and shared that message with you, that you are not going to doubt his intelligence as to where he is going to deploy, how he is going to spend his funds, how he is going to do. So there will be no interference from this amazing person he has chosen to serve him. So you will be in a more rejuvenated space, I'm sure. We'll have more engaging conversations, sir. Have a gracious time. Jai Balaji.
Jai Balaji, God bless you all.
Good day.